Yeah, fucked up the gators. So
I've actually seen a little bit of this from like flipping through the channels. It was on one time, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So she's like, we got to go after this fucking thing, because if I don't, I ain't gonna have no business.
Yeah.
And there's some other familiar faces in the film as well. So
yeah, it had a number of cameos in it, from what I can remember. Just in a little bit I watched.
And number one, you probably guessed it, is Pumpkinhead Ashes to Ashes.
Yep.
From 2006.
That is a really good movie.
Yeah, this is the one
very underrated
that has Doug Bradley in it.
Yeah.
And man, that you can talk shit about the movie all you want to, but you can't deny that fucking church scene where, Pumpkinhead can't come into the church. You fucking dim-witted idiot.
Fuck you.
You fucking bunkhouse buck.
Oh. My name's Buck, and I like to fuck.
But,
anyway,
they're all gathered in a church because it's holy ground, and Pumpkinhead can't go in. And what he does is he ties a cross, not like a cross, but like a fence, and he throws it through the window and it hits the preacher, and then he jerks him out of the fucking church.
Yeah.
And then the whole church burns down. That's a fucking awesome scene.
It is. This is the practical effects that they mostly used for the movie was really good.
Yeah.
It's not your typical B-rated acting. I honestly think that if they did like a flashback cinema thing, and showed it in theaters, it would feel like it fits in the theaters.
Yeah, at least it's
better than Pooh.
Yeah, it would feel more like a special attraction, and it's a good movie. It has kind of a subplot that Doug Bradley is kind of, him and his gang are kind of stealing bodies, and that's kind of the overall reason why Pumpkinhead is summoned, because it's always about seeking revenge on people that's doing you wrong. So if they're digging up your loved ones,
I'd be pretty pissed.
It's kind of one of those things where the cops can't figure out who's doing it. Nobody can figure out who's doing it. But if you call up Pumpkinhead, he's going to go after the ones that's doing wrong to you. And if he goes after them, boom, you just solved who's fucking doing it. So that was a goodie.
I got a question about Pumpkinhead. Would you consider him an anti-hero?
Well,
kind of, sort of.
Well, Pumpkinhead is he's a demon, but he's not a demon that goes after people on his own. He only goes after people that he's summoned to go after. So right. Pumpkinhead's not the real monster in the film. It's whoever sums up the monster, and then they can't fucking hack it because they're seeing visions of what's going on.
Right.
It's the reason why, Lance Hickerson's character, Ed Harley, went to old Haggis in the first film and said, you got to stop it. You got to stop it. And she goes, you think it'd be easy? Ed Harley, it's got to run its course. And he's like, if you don't stop it, I'll do it myself. You'll try and you'll fail. That's the whole thing,
Yeah.
He doesn't, he kills who he's summoned to kill and people that gets in his way that tries to stop him. That's it. He doesn't kill any more, any less. So if you saying that he's an anti-hero, he's only an anti, the movie is about greed. And it's about the oldest thing that we have in this country. Maybe not the oldest, but one of the oldest, and that is revenge. That's what it's about. Mm-hmm. When a real life person kills somebody and they go to jail and they get the death penalty. That's out of revenge. You kill, then we're going to kill you back.
Yeah. No, I was just kind of curious, like, your thought of him being not, like, the true monster, like, the kind of, like...
He's definitely scary as fuck, but...
Absolutely. Underrated franchise.
Yeah.
Somebody give some love to Pumpkinhead.
It would be cool if Pumpkinhead kind of got a reboot, and maybe they took that in a different direction. Maybe he is a pure demon, and he comes, to just, kill people. Maybe he doesn't need to be summoned. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like, what was the movie that I think it was? I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Mm-hmm. No, I'll always know what you did last summer. They changed the narrative. That movie sucked, by the way, but the premises was it's no longer these people that done wrong to the fishermen. It's people that do wrong, period, get visited by the fishermen. So maybe they can do it to where, if you do something so fucking vile and so heinous, you get a visit from Pumpkinhead. Maybe they can do that. I wouldn't be upset if they changed it like that, but...
No, but I always find it more interesting when, the people that summon Pumpkinhead regret summoning Pumpkinhead because he won't stop until he's done.
Yeah, but you know how Hollywood is. They always want to remake something, but they always want to change. They always want to change everything about it. They want to remake it, but they want to change every goddamn thing about it. So,
and not in a good way, neither.
Yeah, some things they just need to leave alone.
Leave Britney alone.
Some honorable mentions here. You've probably seen this one. Malibu Shark Attack.
I actually have seen this movie.
This one is actually very gratifying because there's a bunch of this came out during the 2009. So it came out during the height of the Jersey Shore fuckers. So basically, think about all these Jersey Shore Guidos getting fucking killed by sharks.
Yeah.
It's great.
It actually is. It's satisfying.
Yeah, it's a satisfying film. And some other ones I just want to mention, ones that pop in my head. You got Dino Croc, which is the alligator / robot.
I know what it is.
No, that's Robo Croc. Dino Croc is an old ancient crocodile that's a descendant of some type of dinosaur. I don't know. Well, it plays off of the whole thing where, alligators were probably around when the dinosaurs were here because, crocodiles, alligators can live thousands of years, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Some other ones, I almost put this on the list. What was the name of it? Sharkopus.
Oh, Sharkopus, yeah.
Sharkopus. Combination of an octopus
and a
shark. You can't beat that, can you?
Not with a peg leg and a rubber dick.
Yeah, and these are not honorable mentions, but they're just mentions. You got Jeepers Creepers 3, which is not a sci-fi movie, but it debuted on the Sci-Fi Channel. So, and then Leprechaun Returns, which I didn't care for.
It's better than Jeepers Creepers 3.
Well, Jeepers Creepers 3 is better than Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
Yeah. They're just so fucking... it makes you mad they're so bad.
Yeah, considering the fact that, the people really get to me because they're like, oh, the original Leprechaun was really stupid and sucks anyway. I disagree.
Wrong.
I really disagree.
Yeah, the first the Leprechaun franchise was pretty solid. The last two movies have been, ugh. But the first four are actually very entertaining watches.
Yeah.
I don't know people's hate for it, I guess, because It's too goofy. It's a fucking leprechaun.
Yeah, like, you'll buy a fucking toy doll coming to life, but you think a leprechaun's stupid? Come on.
Yeah.
Shut up. Anyway, yeah, just wanted to give some love to some really bad and not so bad Sci-Fi Channel movies. Anyway, we're going to talk about this con coming up next week. It is Carolina
Scarefest.
Scarefest. And it is in Raleigh. Yeah, this will be the first time that we have attended this. I know that this is the second, maybe the third year of Carolina Scarefest. Maybe it's been going on longer than that, but
we've went, what, twice? Will this be the third time or second time?
We've never went to Carolina Scarefest. I just said that 2 seconds ago.
Are you sure about that?
We've never went to Carolina Scarefest. We've went to Days of the Dead. We have went to Mad Monster Party. We went to Mad Monster Expo, which is the same event. They just call it different things. Those are the only two things. And we went to Tiny Terracon, which is in Hickory.
Yeah.
We've went to the Myers House, which is also in North Carolina. We went to Scares That Cure. That's in Virginia.
Yeah.
And we went to the Greensboro Mall to meet Gunnar Hansen. But
I don't know why. Maybe we've been planning on going to Carolina Fear Fest, and it just feels like we would have.
Possibly. I think we always look up cons, and we always talk about, going to them or whatever. And, Mad Monster Con has basically kind of been our little thing for the last couple of years because it's you might as well say it's local. I mean, it's only
right down the road.
It's 2.5 hours to get there.
So, about.
So, Raleigh is, most of the stuff that we go to is in Charlotte.
Yeah.
This will be the first time we're going to Raleigh. As a matter of fact, on their website it says Carolina Scarefest is the only horror con Raleigh puts on. So this will be the first time.
It's Fear Fest.
Carolina Fear Fest.
You said Scarefest.
Well, Scarefest, Fear Fest, Carolina Fear Fest.
Potatoes, boobies.
Anyway, let's talk about some people. I'm sure you have brought up the people that's going to be there.
Do you want to read them?
No. Yeah, I'll read them.
You fuck it. You wanker.
Let's see here.
You're going to have,
You could have brought up a fucking thing where it has their names on it.
Their names are on it. You got
Who?
Dee Wallace is going to be there, if you don't know who the fuck Dee Wallace is.
Dee Wallace is the lady from Cujo and Critters and E.T. She's awesome. She's on the list. Ian McCall is on there, which I'm really excited about because Ian McCall played in Zombie from 1979, the classic Bellucci film. We also have
Derek Mears.
Derek Mears, who played Jason in the 2009 remake, and he also played in Predators and Hatchet 3, I believe, and a bunch of other films. Oh, he played in Hills Have Eyes, like 1 or 2. I can't remember which one.
I think it was 2.
But
David Noddington.
Yep, David Noddington
from
American Werewolf in London. He's going to be there. I can never say his name, but you guys might know what I'm talking about. R.L. Maloff.
R.A. Maloff.
R.A. Maloff. Anyway, he plays Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
And the little girl is going to be there from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 also.
Yes, she also played...
Jennifer Banco?
Yeah, she also played in Friday the 13th Part 7. So she was a little girl that killed her daddy.
Yep. Robert Mux.